Alright, everybody, we are back today. We're going to be finishing up recruiting. If you're just jumping in and haven't seen the series before, this is the second long, full playthrough series I'm doing for Kenshi. I am basically showing you that once you really understand the game, you can seriously dominate it fairly quickly and fairly easily. And we're just going to get some revenge on the game for all of you new players getting dumped on and killed outside the hub over and over, and people like me who've put thousands of hours into Kenshi and still have nightmares about beak things eating beep. The idea we wanted to have was to have all of our army recruits that are going to be doing the tech hunting and wiping out the local bandits so we can set up a base are going to be Shek just because they raise their toughness faster, they've got a little bit higher HP on their bodies and limbs. The idea is that they're just going to be a little bit quicker to toughen up and serve as our tech hunter arm. Right now, we're just trying to find enough Sheks to fill out the 20-person squad. I'm just kind of hoping there's a few here and there, a couple of different places down here, and then we'll recheck the way stations as well. We're not really looking to hire anything but Shek if we have the choice, but we'll also take humans or if there are any kind of hivers that are suited to combat, or other skeletons. Wouldn't hate some skeletons. So let's see, we have hivers that are good at labor here. There's a few humans. Some of them are already associated with people. We won't be able to hire them. Muse, the local bar drunk out here in the swamps. Hammett. Darn. And I don't know if we're going to have any luck finding what we're looking for. We're just giving it a shot. If nothing else, we might hit the United Cities. We do know there's 2 in Mongrel, and right now we need 7. So if we can find 5 Shek, I can grab 2 out of Mongrel one at a time. Ooh, we do want to check on our little nugget. Make sure he's still eating. Yep, he's doing fine. Khaled, our researcher, she's probably out of stuff to research for now. Oh, we are filling up on copper, though. I could sell that. Yeah, we need to get some books going. Is there anything else left to research with books? I don't really want to get into using my ancient science books unless there's something I feel like I really want. So it looks like we're going to hold off on that. We can go sell our copper though. So the way I have this set up, I just have my copper on the rooftop, and that allows me to easily just drag it over and sell to these guys. We're probably still doing just fine on food. I'm not going to buy any food just now. Even with all these Shek just kind of sitting around, we're doing okay. I do need to make sure we stay stocked up on fabric, though. Looks like we've got a swamp dome. Nope. Is there a bar here? Yeah, I thought there was a bar here. No recruits, though. I kind of thought that was possible. We're getting a little bit of bad luck. It's possible there are Shek to recruit in the United Cities, but it's way more likely that we're just going to run into more bugmen. I think I'm gonna hit the way station and check around Squint again. Sometimes people like to pop up. Like, there we go, there's another one. We haven't hired Polly yet. We'll move her over to here. Kang, we got you upgraded to Mega Beef Kang, so that's good. Khaled, is there anyone anywhere else? Yeah, basically from time to time people will wander in and we'll get a few more recruits. I just don't want to sit around and wait for it if I don't have to. No, no more free check in here. Move Polly over here, keep her out of trouble. Right now, Ribs is working on making our armor. We've got a pretty decent amount, but he's still got a long way to go. If we look at our queue, oh, he doesn't have a long way to go. He just has a bit left. Did he put a bunch? Oh, there's a ton over here. Okay, cool, cool. So we're actually doing great on the armor department. If I can just get the recruits together, we'll be ready to rock. We'll check a couple way stations, check ad mag. I believe we even have the crossbows we need. Where is my weapon locker? So look in here. 1, 2, 17. Oh yeah, we needed 3 more. We need 3 more, and we've got enough melee weapons. I know you're probably surprised, especially seeing heavy armor and crossbows, but we're also going to be using these really low quality spiked clubs. The idea is just to go for blood loss. We want to spend most of our time shooting anyway. We don't want to be doing a lot of melee, but if we get into melee, we want to take advantage of the fact that they're probably bleeding pretty badly already and just see if we can get some blood KOs on them. Oh, no such luck. Hopefully AdMag will turn up for us. Still need 4 more, not counting the ones that are available over in Mongrel. And we're not playing with any mods, so it's not like I can just go grab a Shek Bandit, scoop them up, and get them socialized, shall we say. I wonder if there are any recruits in the Great Fortress. I don't remember there being any, but we'll double check. Can't hurt. We're basically just trying to let Ribs craft up all the equipment while we finish hiring people. And if we have to wait, and go out with less than 20, we can, but I'd like to take them all out together so they can all get trained up at roughly the same time. Doesn't seem like they have a problem with us being here, but it's just soldiers. Yeah, there's no one here for us. This is also kind of a time crunch because I don't want all those Sheks sitting around eating all my food, not doing anything. That's not the best. But that's the price you pay to try and get ahead of things, get people recruited, and move on. Come on, surely there's been more people brought into AdMag by now. It was a ghost town before. Nope, Shek Warriors. Nobody to recruit, man. This is tough. A bunch of thieves. That is kind of a bummer. Normally, when I go and try to recruit, there's Sheks all over the place. Like I can have more Sheks than I could ever want, and now I'm struggling. I haven't really given Beep a good job yet. I'll need to take a good hard look at the city when I'm done with this. See what I want to do with everyone. I guess I did really plan on Belt leading them and being our like main tech hunter guy. So technically we only need 5 more because we're gonna add Kang as soon as we're done recruiting. I just wanted to leave a slot open, but I think we're gonna have Belt go with them, and we've got the money, so we'll hit the hub. We'll double check, and then we're gonna head to Mongrel, and we're gonna look for some heavy armor for this guy. We'll hit the Armor King and a couple other places. I think the Mongrel Weapon Shop has a masterwork chest piece that's always there. That'll be useful. You know, I didn't think about it. I could bust into Rebirth and see if there are some Shek there, set some people free. That might be a plan. Yep, nope, no Shek. Okay. It is a plan to grab some Shek at Rebirth. That could be a thing. Depending on how much longer Ribs is going to be working on this. Ooh, he's already having to make armor plate? Yeah, we ran out of armor plate. That's interesting. I didn't see that happening. Khaled, didn't we have a little bit held back for that? I want to say we had some general storage somewhere. Although now it's looking like we don't. Hmm. Bummer, dude. I don't want to spend money on buying some, but that might be necessary too. Ribs, or Belt, what are you doing, man? Come on. Hopefully we're not going to have too many issues going in and out of Mongrel. That's the only other thing to worry about. Carrying somebody makes it a little different. Okay, now that we're here, we're gonna double check the bar. We got a mongrel crazy. That's certainly different. We could take Shrike if we really wanted to. We might give up on the whole just check thing. It sounded cool, but I'm not sure we want to do that. Come on, Bean Hop. You're with me now. Sing. We got another check here. That's good. What? Oh, he sells stuff. I thought we could hire him. Rough. So that puts us down to one recruit available. Doggone it. We'll go ahead and get her somewhere safe. With Kang, that'll take us up to 16. We could take Beep. He could go with us. We also have the option of hiring humans. It really may come down to that. Which isn't that big of a deal. I just thought it would be good to have most of our fighters be Shaq. I think what we'll do is go ahead and hire those Scorchlanders that we saw. Just in case we decide we want some crafters, they can at least be crafters when they get back into town, you know. Or we could swap out some of the laborers, who knows. It's really going to come down to what we end up needing, because once we have a high enough advanced technology, we're not going to need a ton of workers. It's like one worker per mine. It's really not that much. So we'd have like a guy on copper, a guy on iron, and then a guy making it into steel, maybe. If we even need that, you know? I don't know what we're really going to need because we're leaving here with our armor fully figured out. So we're getting a little closer. We're up to 16 counting Kang. I think we're just going to get 4 recruits that will fit the bill. And if we run across some more Shek, maybe we'll trade things out. I don't know. I really like the idea of the tech hunters using a Shek fighting force. It just seemed like it would make sense since they know they were made for it. But I don't want to sit around waiting forever for recruits. Ribs, what are you up to? You're back to plate beating. He's almost done making armor, so it's time to just get our recruits and be done with it. And I don't want to go all the way to Rebirth to maybe find some Shek who might join. That doesn't seem like it's worthwhile. There's only one guy to recruit? I could have sworn there was more than one. Oh boy, I'm gonna have fun with this either way, huh? I'll just have you run back home on your own. So go ahead and move Kang in. So now I need 3 people. We never did find Griffin. I could send one of the human hires to check the human settlements, but we'll just hit the way station, grab who we can, and get rolling. Ooh, we don't have a lot of crossbow bolts either. We're gonna have to attend to that. But that's something I can fix pretty easy. Hopefully we'll be done recruiting here and we can get to blasting. A bug boy is not gonna cut it for a soldier though. We are not. Oh man, we are so out of luck. I'm gonna send Voth up to check the human settlements. This is kind of silly. And we never did find Rain the Giant, which was really weird. I can only guess she got attacked and wrecked by somebody. Belt, you go ahead and head home. Nah, leave me alone, you sweaty bandits. Don't have any patience for your BS today. We'll hop in here and grab some food too. That does remind me, sometimes the Shek that are recruitable out of here are just wandering around. Is that what's going on? There's a bar thug. Ooh, the barman got dusted. Well, that's not good for me. No one in there. Alright, time to head up to stack. Hope for the best. Honestly, recruiting has been rough in general. I was tempted to just import the game, but that's kind of cheesing. Then we'd end up with a second Kang and stuff like that. And if they're not there, they're not there. That's the other thing is we're kind of just playing it how it lands. What do we got? All right, we got recruits. That's what's up. And the game crashed. No, don't do it, Kenshi. Why? I'm gonna have to do all this all over again, aren't I? That is brutal. Brutal. Yeah, it crashed. Man, no luck. Alright, that's Kenshi for you, though. Sometimes it crashes. I wonder if that borked the stream. Nope, looks like we're good. We have an auto save from like 5 minutes ago. That's not too bad. That's not the end of the world. Heartbreaking, but not the end of the world. So we do still have Voth. I think, yeah, we went over there for like no reason and realized there was no one over there. Voth, go ahead and grab some food and take it with you this time. No. I really do want you to keep the food with you, buddy. We don't need you starving to death. I'm gonna save before I try and click anything, I guess. That's rough. I wonder if it's one of the performance mods I have, because I feel like I've got way more crashes than I used to. And it might be Rekenshi as well, as bad as that sounds. I know everyone loves Rekenshi. Um, and I'm not using it to edit anything. I would have to get on my Nexus mods to uninstall it, I think. And it doesn't change anything as long as you don't use any of the tools it gives. And right now, so I'm still running the default game, but it does help send them crash reports, and it allowed me to do something on a different playthrough where I could actually see all of the hidden factions. I was trying to see if in vanilla you could recruit some of the robot factions, but there's just no dialogue to do it, unfortunately. I spent 6 million cats taking a sniper bot, putting him into slavery, and then buying him back to become friendly with the old machines, just to find out I spent 6 million cats on not being able to recruit him anyway. It does make it to where none of the machines will attack you. So theoretically, you could make it to where you can just join the skin bandits with a skeleton, which is roughly what we were going to do, but we ended up needing the crab raiders. And then you can have the old machines and the old Empire or Second Empire machines. You can grab one of those dudes and do the same thing. You just peel them so they don't have any limbs and they can't run away after you buy them out. And you could make it to where, Catlon's dudes don't attack you, but that's all you can really do. Okay, we're going to save. Because we're not going to save scum, but we are going to, like, protect ourselves from crashes. Griffin. Oh, Yeah, there we go. Griffin's a good hire. He's worth the 9,000 cats. He comes with some decent stats. Now we need two more. Cat, she's just a generic recruit. And then Cat, Griffith, and Vaughn. Or Griffin and Voth. Goodness. Watching too much Berserk. I think there was, yep, there's a recruit here. Alright. Our squad is full. We'll take these guys home. We need to keep Cat with the men here, or some of the guys from the Holy Nation might give us grief about it. So we'll just run them back together. We shouldn't have much trouble. Ribs, how is your crafting going? Not great. Let's get you some more armor plate. Wait, he's done. Okay. So I bought that for nothing, but that's alright. We've got money to spare. Um, oh, we can upgrade our bench. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Just not paying attention. Too many things at once. Oh, no, that is not what I meant to do. I want everyone to come home. Where did Voth go? Voth, are you good, man? I wanted those four to stick together in case they run into trouble. One of the mods I might want to do, even if I try to do a fairly vanilla playthrough, I love the lore accurate recruiting where I can have them just send dudes to my base. I love that mod. You get to pick what type of person you get, but they're still very basic beginner guys. If you want skeletons to man your turrets, you can do just about whatever you want. It's fantastic. Belt, you are struggling, aren't you, buddy? They always struggle to get across this river. I'll probably say it 40 times during this playthrough. In particular, right here, for some reason, they really just don't have any idea how to get across the river. Once you get them across there, they can run anywhere you want from there. Alright, let's start getting everybody equipped, and let's start buying up crossbow bolts. I really didn't attend to this as well as I should have, but we'll see what we can do. Did I make an arrow making bench? I did. And then these need to be regulars. And we'll put her on that. Well, actually, since Ribs is done, he can come take care of this stuff. Oh yeah, I wanted to grab Belt, his own gear. I need to do that before I take him anywhere. Kang, though, you can get started getting geared up. And we're not gonna give any kind of preferential armor treatment. We're just gonna grab armor from whatever. As long as it's all specialist or above, we'll stick with it. And we'll just start gearing everybody up one by one. You know, it just hit me. I don't necessarily need to run him up there because we can just have him craft him some armor. We'll grab the masterwork. I'm pretty sure the masterwork armor is here in the weapon shop, so we'll just save him one of the leg plates. Hopefully there's a masterwork leg plate he can have. Yeah, it looks like there's at least one. Just that way, if he can't have full armor because he's a skeleton, we will kind of let the leader have better protection, I guess. I don't know. None of it's hard and fast. I'm not trying to put a bunch of restrictions on myself either. We're just trying to have fun. Get everybody equipped as well as I can and enjoy the ride. Where are the rest of the helmets, my guy? Oh, they're in the second one. Okay. I was gonna say, belt should almost be there. That's the ranger shop. Here's the weapon shop. Bingo. Perfect. And then we'll just grab some leg plates and he'll be set. we're really just trying to get gear swapped in, and then we'll get their weapons sold. We'll sell all their old garbage and move on from there. I do wonder if we're going to be running a little low somehow. No, looks like they're just further down. Do seem to be short a pair of boots somehow, which is weird. I'm guessing that Ribs didn't need a full set. Like, I was never really intending for him to wear the armor. Yeah, he had an extra set on him. That makes sense. Okay, belt. Just need the leg plates for you. And then I do need like a general storage box somewhere. Just in case I need that stealth gear back again for some reason. Ah, yep, we're short 3 crossbows. That is what I needed. I needed more money so I could go buy crossbows. Let's go ahead and get his weapon on him for now. We'll go buy the last 3 crossbows and be ready to rock. Take everybody but belt over in here. Why can no one go into the weapon shop? Why is this being silly? Gonna have to do a save and load if it's gonna be that way. So the idea here is just to clear out all the useless crap they don't need. We're not gonna keep the crappy bandages. Well, we'll keep the second tier. I don't know if the highest quality bandages are really a good idea on people who don't have the skill for it. Some of these names like paste and dirt are just crazy. And then let's get them out of the shop so they don't get pissy with me. Ribs, looks like you ran out of iron plates. Actually, we'll just put the first 3 as not having them. It's gonna be sick to finally have everyone geared up and ready to go. Now I'm almost certain, though, that I had started buying medical supplies. I could have sworn I had bought medical supplies. Do I have another building that I'm not checking? I really thought I had been stashing away medical supplies somewhere. It sure don't look like it, though. Is anyone just holding a bunch? Nope. Must have gone crazy. That's okay, though. We'll get these crossbows bought, and we'll get iron plates and some more bolts. We should be set at 20 people, 4 apiece. I want 80, so we got quite a ways to go. What are you getting attacked by? Holy Nation? Oh, Dust Bandits. You'll be fine. We'll buy iron plates, and we'll sell copper. Well, we tried to just fix stuff, but that's not in the cards, it looks like. We'll finish selling and then we'll go check on him, see what's going on. Yeah, why aren't you running? can't believe those dusty boys are trying so hard to catch us. Like, leave me alone, man. You don't want this. We're really gonna have to fight this guy. He's so serious. You know what? Let's test it out. We'll see. We don't have any dang armor. And of course he's a dust boss, so we're pretty evenly matched. We could go fight him in the rain. That sounds fun. Let's go fight him in the acid rain. Why not? If we gotta do this, we're gonna do it where it's hilarious. Alright, beat him up. That's not it. There we go. See how he's bleeding like crazy already? That's kind of the idea, is that between the crossbows and this spiked bat looking thing, we're just gonna bleed him out. We're slowly wearing him down due to the acid too. That'll work in our favor a little bit, but this is going rougher than I expected. His melee defense is just a lot higher than ours is, sadly. We're not getting through very much. Heck, we're not getting through at all. Can we land a hit maybe? That'd be cool. There it is. There it is. The whole bleeding them up thing doesn't work good if we go a half an hour between hits, though. We'll definitely need to work on our melee attack skill. So there, see, we lost. Like, we would have lost that fight if we had to fully knock him out, maybe, whereas now we're good to go. Buy a few more bolts, I guess. And we'll send her to the way station. I don't think this guy's gonna get up. I think he's toast. That's what he gets, man. We tried not to murderize him. He just wouldn't listen. Alright, 3 more crossbows and we are good to go. We're looking for Mark IIs. There we go. And we could get more, but we're not going to worry about it right now. We're going to hold on to our money in case something comes up that we want it for. But if we give Ribs enough iron plates, we should be able to have all the crossbow bolts we need to get started. And we'll just keep having him work on more as we go. He can be our craftsman in general. Wonder how our food's doing. Our food is definitely getting gobbled up, but that's okay. Now, I don't want you guys to think that we're going to be super soldiers out here. The whole reason we're going to have any kind of advantage at the start is our armor's so good that we can take a beating without just dying, and crossbows are OP. And we don't have to line up a certain way. These might even hit a little hard. These might even be enough damage that it's a problem. We'll have to see. We do have a ton of harpoon resistance, so it shouldn't be that bad. But with the Mark 1, we do almost no damage. Speeding along to Mark 2, I haven't done that before. We'll see how it works out. Hopefully I don't pay for this one. I am excited though to get these guys out into the field and see what they can do with just 20 of them. We probably won't march straight on the Dust King, but look around for some Dust Bandits to test our metal on. Oh yeah, we're up to almost 50 bolts. That's fantastic. Oh, okay. They're just standing around. Hmm. I don't like having them doing nothing, but I gotta get these crossbow bolts made. You know what? We'll sell some of the iron. That'll at least give us something for it for now until we're ready to have ribs back at it. That'll at least keep our guys working. And it wouldn't hurt to pick up some food right now. Alright, belt is here. We're not going to be going too far, so I'm not too worried about this whole crossbow thing, but or crossbow bolt issue rather. Belt's got a little bit of both. Kang, we'll get you hooked up. And since all we have are the big ones, we'll take those two wherever we have to. Not a big deal. And then we'll have a couple that don't have them, but that's not the end of the world either. So we'll just put 3 bolts on each dude for now. I should have enough for that. And if not, it's time. It's time to go get into it. We're going out one way or the other. We had just enough to do 3 apiece. That's pretty excellent. We need a few bandages, but no such luck. And we're just going to buy backpacks wherever we can get them, even if they're a little overpriced. Eventually we'll want to get everybody equipped to heal belt, but we just can't do it right now. Just a little bit of food for now. Like I said, I know we're going to need some food for sure. And if we have to go looking for it, we will. But let's see what these dudes can do. They're going to be slow at the start. Don't get me wrong. But we will manage. At least we didn't get bag checked 37 times on the way out. So this is what we're looking for. Hungry bandits, and we can rob them for their weapons so we can do some melee training on our little nugget boy. So we'll come down to normal movement speed. Who's the leader? This guy. We'll attack him unprovoked, and that'll bring everybody in and attack all. Oh, yeah. And we're just dropping people. And we shot ourselves. There's a little bit of damage going, but nothing too bad. There's a lot of blood loss KOs. You see what I was saying? A lot of that's going to be the crossbows, but still. We're going to claim these sticks. Because the idea is we'll be able to take these and equip them, and whenever we're training beating the daylights out of our nugget that we created, we won't be killing him and bleeding him out super fast. Kang, you come take that guy. There we go. And we'll just keep patrolling, wiping out some bandits here and there together. There we go. That's what I wanted. Not really, but trying to adjust my setup here. That didn't do much. And we'll just keep an eye out for bandit camps as we head up here. Looks like there's one over here. We do want everybody to stick together, though. We don't want to split up. We are doing some damage to ourselves, which is unfortunate, but I knew having the stronger crossbow was at least going to have some growing pains as they get more toughness and get more perception. So if you look, precision shooting is how we avoid hitting your allies. Some of us are up to 20. Kang's up to 20 from blasting one of his buddies. It goes up quick. Well, looks like the whole "there's a bandit camp here" thing was fake news. We'll head on up to the hub. The nice thing about this too is we can single out beak things and target them down with the whole group, and it makes them a lot more manageable. And bleeding them out is a lot faster than knocking them down with damage. Here we go. We've got a serious amount of bandits over here. We do want every now and then, especially if it's going to be fairly even numbers, we don't want to clump up too hard at the start, but we'll just kind of roughly spread out. We're not going to worry about being perfect and if we end up shooting towards each other here and there. Looks like we were too far away. Oof. See how these guys just get absolutely wrecked so fast, though? Crossbows are so good, and as long as we have our armor to protect us from each other, we're gonna be okay. This is even better than I imagined. We're even hitting them clear over there. That's wild. Are any of us hurt real bad? No. We'll come over here. Kind of split up a little bit. And then we'll just go for it. You can see the crazy numbers we're getting. Burn, why are you going in melee style? Are you out of crossbow bolts? No? Just got pulled into it? And this is the biggest difference. I mean, we could have crummy crossbows and it would just take longer. But having a full squad of people with crossbows. Are you not set to range, dude? What are you doing? We're just crazy. Yeah, see, we're not hurting each other very bad. I'm seeing like the largest number is 9. We're barely getting hurt. This is incredible. This is all we did was get to where we could craft specialist armor, bought some crossbows, and sent the boys out to get shit done. We kind of want loot from this stuff, but it's so crappy that I don't think it matters. We're really just out here to wipe out some bandits for the roleplay side of it, and cut our teeth a little. Make sure we're able to do some damage. Now, the main proponent we'll have for starting our own base is that we can actually get some iron plates at a decent amount and start really cranking out the bolts. I think that now that we could defend our base, that's at least possible, because these guys can fight off most random crap you're going to run into. Do we see any lights in the distance? No, the bandits get shy when we come to ready to mess them up. We've still got bolts. Nobody's really running low. They last a long time. Let's go see how we handle beak things, because we're absolutely dominating everything else. Goats. Goats, why not? This is a test right here. Oh, that goat. Oh, wow, goats are not a test. We're blasting them. Just kidding, I guess. Wow. Incredible. You love to see it. Who's got a good backpack for picking up animal stuff? We're not really worried because we're all going to be encumbered a lot anyway. We're not super worried about if someone's encumbered. And now we're bringing back extra food if nothing else, which is great. Random bandits coming up on us. It is. It feels like sending out Space Marines. You have to remember, these guys all have like ones in their stats, including crossbows. These are total noobs except for like Kang and Belt and Griffin. We're going to do a hard save because I'm tired of the game crashing when I swap squads around. But Griffin is more experienced, and I like to have them kind of arranged like that, where, oh yeah, you can't move them. You can't move them around if the squad is full, which is funny, but we'll take everybody off ranged and just beat this guy down. So we're handling goats, we're handling dust bandits. I think we can definitely just go on an expedition, hunting, picking up skins for money, picking up meat to cook. They are running out of food kind of quick just because they're hungry, they're over encumbered, but this is turning out even better than I had hoped. The last time I did this, I used an old World Bow Mark 1, and I was only just a little worried about the damage, like hitting us, how hard we would hurt ourselves, but it still seems virtually non-existent. I just love seeing like one dude get completely lit up. Do an attack all. And see, we're kind of lined up poorly, if anything, for this. We didn't put any effort into arranging ourselves. And we're going to damage ourselves a little bit, but not enough to matter. We're still just wiping these guys out so fast. And when they don't just get outright murdered and bled out, they get staggered sometimes too. Griffin. I guess he just wanted to get up in there. Did he get hurt? Oh, Griffin took a pretty bad shot somehow. Maybe he got hit by a bunch of people at once. Interesting. So we'll want to keep an eye on him, but the other thing we'll have to do is get sleeping bags going. I do believe we can craft those, just for whatever reason we can't craft backpacks. But we could start crafting our own sleeping bags so that we can rest up a little bit if we have to. I don't like fighting off wolves, but Griffin, you get out of the front. You got some unlucky rolls. He's damaged really bad on his arm. I don't think we want to go into a fight with beak things and lose an arm so early. We'll let Griffin go on his own to the hub to heal up. He's pretty experienced as it is, and I don't know what happened there, why he got hurt so bad. I think he just got hit in the exact same spot 7 too many times. And then again, for beak things, it's probably best to take this a little more seriously and not just stay grouped up this early on. Later on, we'll basically stop shooting each other and it'll be fine. But if you look at this, we're shooting them down before they even get to us. This is great. This is exactly what we want. I'm going to put everyone on hold. Try and lure the beak things to us. So here we're going to end up with a ton of meat, a ton of skins. It's just going to work out awesome. We might even get some eggs. I can't remember if we ever found this nest or not. Oh, we're still shooting. Belt, get out of there. So now we'll have Ruka go through and loot these guys. Make sure we get our money's worth. And then if we have to, we'll come back for the eggs. We are out of people that have backpacks that are suited for picking up animal stuff, but that's not the end of the world. No, Griffin, you go ahead and lay back down, buddy. I don't want that arm popping off just yet. Looks like we already grabbed the eggs from here anyway. Not surprised by that. We got quite the haul though. We're coming away with still having most of our bolts. Everyone's still relatively doing alright health-wise. We'll go ahead and pick up Griffin. march home, and then I think it's about time to wrap up the stream. We've been going for a little over an hour and a half. Tomorrow and the next day we might be able to run a little bit longer, but today it's got to be a little bit shorter. After seeing the way we performed though, we're going to go hunting beak things, hunting bandits, and it's not even going to be hard. We're basically just going to get ourselves prepared for really tough enemies that won't go down to the first volley of bolts. We almost ran out of food though, so that is something we'll have to keep in mind. They do use up food really quickly right now. Part of that's because they're all Shek, for better or for worse, but it's also just running around this encumbered. It's going to make them hungry. Do we have a cooking stove? We do, and we've got the raw meat. So we just need to get everyone home. I'm going to go ahead and get everyone home, and then as soon as we get there, we'll wrap up the stream. It's going to take a minute with how slow these guys are, but we'll get there. But if we run into any kind of trouble on the way home, I don't want to have it off screen. It really is crazy to me how easy that was. The only downside I see is we didn't get a ton of toughness. We hardly took any damage. So if we were to get into a dangerous fight, it could get ugly quick. So this is why we're going to stick to easier enemies for now. We might even not use the crossbow. Since we're in such good protection, we might do, just our melee weapons just to get in a little bit of experience, take some damage, get our toughness up, things like that. Yep, looks like we made it home no issue. I'm going to get all this food cooking, and we will catch up tomorrow. Tomorrow, we are just going to go for the Dust King right off the bat. There's no reason not to. It seems like it's going to be easy. And then we'll hit the Black Dragon Ninjas. The next thing to consider is where we want to set up a base. Like I said, I'm going to want to get my hands on some AI cores, but we can purchase 3 more from Black Desert City. I think we'll be able to get the very best turrets set up pretty easily. We're still doing pretty good on food back home, but that's going to change quick. We need to get hydroponics before we worry about getting our turrets. So that's going to be priority number 1, getting hydroponics set up, being able to get our own food going in town. We'll set this building up to grow food. And we're going to have to transition maybe our people who are doing iron into farming up food. I think that's going to be what it looks like in the end. But we made it home in plenty of time. Everybody's safe. Beep, what are you good at? Can you cook? He's terrible at cooking. Good at laboring, good at farming. We'll have Beep be our farmer. It would be cool having our favorite little Beep Nugget being our farmer. I know everyone probably wants me to send him out into combat and let him be Cyber Beep, but he can be Cyber Beep that we train up but keep him close to home. I don't really feel like having Beep die on me again. So we brought home well over 100 dried meat to get cooked into food, or right at 100 looks like. No, yeah, over 100. So Khaled will get that cooked up, and tomorrow we will head out to take out the Dust King and the Black Dragon Ninjas. I would say day 35 we're able to wipe out beak thing nests, take out any of the bandits in the border zone. I'd even take us against the berserkers and Crawl's Chosen right now with 20 people by day 35. That's pretty good. That's taking the belt to Kenshi's ass. So that's what this whole playthrough is going to be about. We're going to see how well we can use technology and some good combat strategy to just dominate the game. Hopefully you guys will check it out. We're going to be streaming at least Monday through Friday, maybe Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is not guaranteed. I will see you guys tomorrow for the next one.